Buccaneers, Redskins. Rainy conditions here at kickoff, and the rain should continue throughout the day.
Bill, as a quarterback, these conditions, the rain, how much will it affect the play here?
You don't mind rain, Jim. You could throw and catch in the rain, but when it's raining this hard, there is nothing you can do to these footballs. They are going to be hard to handle, heavy, slick. There is going to be some.
With that kick, we're underway.
He's got a chance to return this one.
Made right around the 26-yard line.
Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
Screen. Got the completion. Finds a little seam.
And he's brought down right at the 42.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Handoff by Griffin. Alexander's all over the ball carrier.
The Buccaneers defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss. I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
And off the mark on that short throw. Here's a look at the Redskins lineup. Their passing attack this year has been one of the worst in the league. The Redskins with a third down play coming up and hoping to improve in this category versus a week ago.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Brian Quick has the catch. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
I think when I was playing, anytime we crossed the 50-yard line, it was kind of like a big sigh of relief, because I knew now that there were a lot of things that could take place. I could afford to take sacks. I could afford to be a little more aggressive. Let's see how the offense reacts to this.
At the line of scrimmage, the 41. Here's the first snap after the big play. Griffin's going back to the air on this play. Going deep. He pulls it down all the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You go out there, you run them, and you score. That is a great feeling.
Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Buccaneers this time will go with 2 tight ends. First down at the 22.
They deck the quarterback.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
This will be second down. The corner step back. Austin Seferian-Jenkins has the catch. Williams there to make the stop.
So I look at all these great tight ends in the NFL now. It makes me think of the NBA. These are power forwards who said to heck with that. They want to be pass catchers, and they're good at it.
First down here. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Handoff made. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Now, here's a look at the Buccaneers' offensive lineup. They've done a great job of converting on third down this season.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
Handoff out of the eye. He's tackled right at the 48.
As we get a look at the defensive starters, these linebackers will be counted on today to make plays in the running and passing games.
The Buccaneers now on third down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in third down situations.
3rd and 6. Makes the grab and the feet are down. And he's on the sidelines and out of bounds.
Good route that time by the receiver on the out route. Nice throw by the quarterback. This is what they call a timing route. Well, they were right on time.
This next snap will take place at the 19.
Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play.
Midway through the first.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And that's a nice recovery after falling behind early, tying the game here just midway through the first quarter.
You know, Jim, when you fall behind early in football games, it can be a little unsettling because you go, oh, no, here we go. We're always behind. But, hey, that touchdown, that's going to change their frame of mind and emotionally going to lift them up, should help their play.
They're setting up the return.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Redskins taking the field on offense, coming up a touchdown on their last drive, Phil.
Yeah, they did it mostly through the air, Jim, and I love the way how they did that. It was aggressive throwing by the quarterback, and my gosh, is he on target today.
The Redskins lined up, bunch formation.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Almost intercepted that time. And now here's the Buccaneers defense. When a quarterback sees this team on his schedule, he can't sleep for weeks. He knows they're the best in the league when it comes to getting the quarterback down. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. Griffin from the gun. Catch made.
Now to be a running back in the NFL, you've got to do more than one thing. You've got to be part of the pass game. That was a wonderful job, catching the short pass and picking up all those extra yards.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Now 1st and 10. Takes it out of the eye. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Second down following the run. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. He'll throw it over the middle. Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
This is 3rd down. The Buccaneers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Has the reception all alone. The tackle's made and the 1st down is picked up.
Redskins put themselves in a terrible situation. 3rd and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that 1st down.
Ball spotted at the 49-yard line. First down at the 49. Toss play. And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line.
Good job of the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 48. The Redskins come out in a bunch set.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Finds his mark. Young's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Third and 4 coming up following that completion. The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel. RG3 has it under center. Trying to beat the play clock.
Redskins know to win in the NFL, you got to pick up third downs. It doesn't matter how you do it. Third and short, they go with the pass. Not executed very well. Now it's fourth down.
That punt sets up the defense now in excellent position as they're able to down the football inside the 10. The Buccaneers offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
Has his man. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Well, that was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. Wide to the left. Has the first down. Now looking for more.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. Martin's able to move the chains here as he's tackled down.
When you have one of the biggest offensive lines in the NFL in front of you, don't dance around. Doug Martin doesn't do any dancing that time. He plunges straight ahead for a first down.
Back here to start quarter two. We are deadlocked right now in a game that has seen its fair share of defense.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch, isn't it? I love defenses when they come out and they just establish the line of scrimmage and beat the offense up. That's what we've seen so far, and I think it's going to continue.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Sims is in the backfield. Secures it with 2 hands. And Williams is the one who brings him to the ground. While this game is tied, the passing attack has been on go. So moving forward, Phil, they have to like the situation the rest of the way.
Oh, they love the situation on the offensive side, Jim. The coach is over there. He doesn't know which play to call because everything he calls in the passing game, it's working.
First and 10. Taken down at the 27.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 27.
The Buccaneers come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That touchdown, partner, puts them in front here in the early part of the second quarter.
Yeah, it's nice. They scored that touchdown. The defense has got to be kicking themselves because they did not play well or smart on that scoring drive.
The Redskins ready to return the kick. Redskins didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but, man, that was pretty easy.
The Redskins come out in a 2 tight end set.
When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
First down at the 32. To the ground. And they bring it down at the 38-yard line.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 4 following the run. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
The Buccaneers defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Third down on the way. Griffin's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. It's intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Buccaneers will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident. They feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. They keep the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see them march down here and score again.
First down at the 47. Surveys. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. Right now, this offense doesn't have much to complain about. Holding on to the lead here in the first half. And the passing game, partner, has been very sharp.
Well, they're probably going to complain that they can have more points because you can never have enough points, Jim. We all know that. But the offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, and even the coach on the sideline all having a very good first half.
The line of scrimmage, the 35. They bring in the extra tight end. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
And here we have second down.
Get ready.
Throws the pass. Safarian Jenkins, touchdown, Tampa. They're doing a terrific job of keeping the pressure on here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they have kept the pressure on. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, sometimes players can't make a play because they just don't have the confidence. Now it's up to the coach. Change those calls on the defensive side. Maybe find something that works and give your players some confidence.
Breaks free, and it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Redskins just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
He's in the clear. That brings the play to an end.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here it just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
The Redskins moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field.
First down and 10.
The boy takes down the quarterback. Only 20 yards to the end zone.
Let's go.
Brandon Whedon from the shotgun. And intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Buccaneers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up, and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did. When you see linebackers shifting around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback.
On his way. The 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run. We're midway through the second quarter, and they're putting themselves in good shape for halftime.
Yeah, they are. That was a nice drive for a touchdown, but I'm looking at the defensive side. It's time for the captains on the defense to give everybody else a talk and shape things up and get back in this game.
Nice piece of running. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Redskins offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Griffin's lined up. Two tight ends set.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
Bites through contact. They'll meet him this time behind the line.
The Buccaneers guessed right on the defensive side that time. They thought it was going to be a run play. They were all over it, and they got it in the backfield and made the tackle.
Coming up, second down.
The Buccaneers lined up in the nickel.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
After that last reception, they are still 8 yards away from a first. 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pass is intercepted.
He's brought down. They are completely out of sorts offensively, and now they add to the damage with the interception, Phil.
Yeah, when you get in situations like this, go back to the really simple things. Don't take a chance. Execute what you know you can do. If you do that, that'll give you some confidence, and then you'll start playing a lot better.
First down at the 16. Takes it from the eye. That's a gain of 6. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
The Buccaneers have really been dominant today on the offensive side. In the red zone now, they just take the football and they run it right at the defense and pick up solid yards.
Stepping up to the line at the 10-yard line.
Second down and 4.
They're going to run it on the toss.
Williams is able to read that play and make the hit. That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. After that penalty, it's now 2nd and 14. Setup screen.
This will just go as an incompletion on the screen.
On the way, 3rd down.
Let's go. Fred, 38.
They'll go shotgun here. And after only 3 plays, that incompletion brings us to 4th down.
This will be a field goal attempt from 37 yards out.
The kick is through for 3.
You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
Spinning out of trouble. They bring him to the turf. That return's good for about 23.
The Redskins are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better. Look at that. The defensive line, everybody's shifting to the right.
First down at the 18. The Redskins now move the chains.
Receivers get scared sometimes running that slant route. They know their linebackers inside running towards them because they're watching the quarterback's eyes.
Griffin's completion percentage, 60% on the day. First down at the 37. Down the field, and they can't connect.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The Redskins from the 37. Outside now on the toss. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter.
Coming to the line at the 49.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. First down at the 49. Has his man. Twists away from the hit. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
The Redskins all bunched up here as they get set at the line.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
William Hayes chases him down.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
The Buccaneers with a nickel look here on defense.
95.
They run the counter play. He's taken down at the 42. The Buccaneers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Now looking at 3rd down.
Get ready.
Whedon steps back into the gun. McCoy with the sack. Nearing the half, and it's hard to know what this team will focus on during the break. That's another big play by the defense, giving the team a chance to increase the lead.
Well, good job by the defense. Another nice stop. Well, let's talk about the team that's getting blown out here. At halftime, they don't have enough time to go over all that's been wrong so far with their football team. Just focus on this. Play hard and hustle.
That beautifully executed punt now really will help out this defense, forcing the opposition to start the next drive inside the 10.
The Redskins defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense, trying to plow ahead. That's 2nd down coming up.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
And a flag comes out.
Defense, play the situation. It's 3rd and long. Don't let a receiver get behind you and make a catch to pick up the 1st down. Keep it in front of you, and then let them catch it and come up and make the tackle.
The Buccaneers line up in the pistol offense. 1st down at the 30. Looking across the middle, over the middle, and incomplete that time. The Redskins sat at the line. Dime package. The Buccaneers will take the snap from the 30. Safarian Jenkins makes the grab. The Redskins are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Third down.
Get ready. 188.
They send the tight end in motion.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The Buccaneers take it from the 33. Heaving it down the field, but it's incomplete. Boy, they had that one there. It was all set to be exposed, but the quarterback is off target.
Oh, boy, you only get so many opportunities like that in a football game, and they missed it. I just hope it doesn't come back to haunt them.
And that punt is going out of bounds. They are not going to allow them to return it.
The Redskins stalled on their last drive, forced a punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
The Buccaneers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Griffin's back in shotgun formation. RG3 going down the field.
Well, my man at quarterback does have a strong arm. He showed it that time, didn't he? He threw that thing high and far and just overthrew the receiver.
Second down following that incompletion.
The Redskins line up, split backfield. Griffin in the shotgun formation. On the money. Gains 5.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
3rd and 5. Brings it into his body. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
That'll do it for the first half here, just outside our nation's capital. We'll take a short breather for halftime and return in a moment for the second half.
The second half of this lopsided affair is underway.
And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things changed in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. Double tight end formation.
We got a flag down here. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
The defense a little jumpy right there.
Sims is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottled him up for a short gain.
Third down after the penalty.
Get ready.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Incomplete, and this is going to be a 3 and out.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
We'll see what he can do here. He's taken down at the 30. And a run back of about 6. The Redskins offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Redskins will take the snap from the 30. Quick with the catch. And gains about 1.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Griffin's completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Redskins snap it at the 31. David takes down the quarterback.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
The defense pushed the offense back with that sack, and they'll need now 14 yards on third down. The play clock's running down.
RG3 from the gun.
Intercepted.
Well, I tell you, it's getting ugly out here.
You talking about getting your team full of emotion and getting everything on your side. How about that interception by the defense and then taking it back all the way for the score?
And the extra point is good.
The Buccaneers getting ready to kick it away. Fields the football at the 3. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Redskins' last drive ended with an interception. So what do you think here, Phil? Will they play it a little safer this time around?
Oh, I don't think so. I think what you do on the offensive side, you stay aggressive. It's not a perfect game. There's going to be mistakes and penalties, and you got to learn to overcome that adversity. So go out there, let it go, and try to score points.
The Redskins from the 22. Now makes the move to the right. That's a gain of 6.
When you're going against a really athletic defense, there's nothing like reverses and the counter run game because they see it, they go, and you counter it, and that's why it works to perfection.
RG3 out of the pistol. The Redskins take it from the 28. He makes the catch. Slides off the hip. Young's tackled down at the 45.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Griffin's completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Redskins will take the snap from the 45. The ball is out, and the recovery is made by the defense.
I think everybody knows now, don't we, that when the defender is trying to tackle the person with the football, they're going to go to the strip. Terrible, terrible job by the offensive player.
Hey, the offense has a chance to do something with this drive.
Let's go.
The Buccaneers from the 37. And that's a 2-yard gain.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Gets the handle here. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Just 33 yards to go to the end zone. The Buccaneers are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Makes the reception.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day.
Jim, when you look at the situation right here, you have a big lead. You're down near the goal line ready to score. And what you do to be a good sport, you just line up, you try to score, but you do it with a running play.
Second and goal from the 2. Back to the ground.
When you get third goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Not even a foot away. The Redskins packing the box here. 46 formation. They hand it off. Runs it across for the score. Touchdown.
We're late third, Phil, and kind of like looking at you. This game is getting uglier by the minute.
Wow, you know, and everybody says you're a nice guy. Now, see, you say things like that, and you just ruin your reputation as a man of the people. Heck. Oh, well. Well, you know, Jim, sometimes you got to say mean things. This game has been mean, too. One team is getting blown out.
And he'll start his return. They stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
The Redskins offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
It's a 2 tight end formation. First down at the 19. They'll go ground. Can't find space, and this will be a loss of 1 on the play. Now they're playing from behind, and they have an offense that's been shut down, at least when it comes to the ground game.
Well, it's hard to win football games in the NFL when you're one-dimensional, but right now I think you've got to throw the football. The defensive line, maybe they're tired, they can't get to the quarterback, and maybe that can give you a chance to win.
RG3 has it under center. 2nd and 12. And it's batted down.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
It'll be 3rd down. Two tight ends on the field here. Makes the catch, and he steps out of the field of play.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Griffin's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Hayes hunts him down and makes him pay.
Well, you're on the offensive side. My gosh, you know they're going to blitz. So what do? You either throw the football really quick, or you have your tight end and running backs help pick up those blitzers so the quarterback has time to throw it.
The Redskins take it from the 23. Griffin over to Reed. Third down now. The Redskins will line up the first down markers right at the 39-yard line.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
3rd and 12. The sack by Fletcher Cox.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
Looking for a lane on the return. Brought down right at the 50. The 4th quarter about to begin, and this game is well in hand.
It sure is. It's been just a total dominant performance, a blowout, whatever you want to say. And I give the team a lot of credit. They played well. They had a tremendous game plan. On the other side, it's only one game. Go back, start all over again, and this time next week you could be the team that's on top.
47.
Let's go.
2nd down and 7. Here's the handoff to Doug Martin. Gains about 3.
Martin's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
It's 3rd down coming up.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
From the shotgun. Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out. They're set to punt it away now. No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Griffin from the gun. And Niles Paul has the catch.
Jim, here in the 4th quarter, when you're down, what you want to do is just keep that football moving. That time it's a short throw. He gets the completion. Good job.
Griffin's completion percentage, 60% on the day. That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Griffin's going to take it from the gun. Mario Williams, a one-man wrecking crew.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
This is 3rd down. Griffin in the shotgun formation. They bring him down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety.
You always have to know where you are on the field. And as a quarterback, when you're backed up and you drop in the end zone, that has to make you nervous. That time, the quarterback, he just held on to the football too long. He sacked, and he cost his team a safety.
Murphy's there to make the tackle. And a run back of about 15. The Buccaneers got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession. And here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
Second down here after that run play.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz.
They'll run it here.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
Now 3rd and 4 following the run.
Let's go.
The Buccaneers will approach this play from out of the pistol. Doug Martin carries the football. He's going to be brought down, and that's going to be a 3 and out for this offense.
Redskins defense is so fast and so powerful. That time on the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone. The Redskins will see if they can put that safety behind them now, Phil, as they're back on the field with their offense. I'm wondering if they're going to be a little gun-shy after that last possession.
Jim, I think it's hard to overcome it. I do, because when you get physically run over and give up a safety, well, what are you thinking when you come out on the field? We can't let that happen again, so that makes you tight. And we all know tight athletes don't play the best.
That's dropped by Reed, who couldn't bring it in.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Second down, and they must be careful at this point. Second down and 10. Tackled in the end zone, and this is a safety.
Oh, this play reminds me of the Super Bowl. Tom Brady getting sacked on his first passing attempt against the New York Giants. When you're in your own end zone, you know you have to get rid of the football quickly. The quarterback didn't, and that's why there's a safety.
They bring in the extra tight end. The Buccaneers will take the snap from the 30. Off the right side, Martin. The Buccaneers come out in a jumbo set. The Buccaneers will take the snap from the 30. Going to be a tackle for a loss.
Third long coming up. You're losing by a couple scores. You're on the defensive side. You must know the offense is not going to take a chance. So be aggressive and maybe get lucky and get a turnover.
Third and 13. Will go ground. The tackle is made, and that's a 3-and-out series for the offense.
The Buccaneers know what a situation they were in right there. It was a tough one. Third and long. What are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
And the punt is kicked out of bounds.
The Redskins cannot feel good about giving up that safety the last time out. That one hurts an awful lot, Bill, because they just got overpowered.
Yeah, they did. Listen, they feel bad, but I'll tell you who feels good is that's the defense. Man, were they impressive, just overpowering the offense and getting that safety.
I've always felt that a safety should be worth more than 2 points. What do you think?
Well, you always are trying to make up new rules. I like the rules the way they are.
The Buccaneers go with the dime formation here on defense. First down at the 23. The boy takes down the quarterback.
A lot of big hits by this quarterback today. He's going to have to start getting rid of the football a little bit quicker. It's important he stays in the game for his football team. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete.
Well, the most common thing that most offensive coordinators do in the NFL on third long situations, they're going to call a play where they probably don't think they're going to pick up the first down, but they're looking for field position.
The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Launches it down the field, airing it out down the field. There's a receiver there, and the catch is made.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Ndamukong Suh has the sack.
Oh, there's nothing worse as a quarterback to have pressure up the middle from an interior defensive tackle. Hard to see down the field, can't make a decision, and that time it leads to a sack.
RG3 from the gun. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Third catch today so far.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Griffin's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Third down on the way. The Buccaneers lined up in the nickel. Griffin standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Has the grab. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
First down at the 32. Fights through that hit. Still powering ahead. Keeps his legs moving. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown. They could have used a few more plays like that much earlier in this ball game. Where has that been all day long, Phil?
Well, listen, Jim, you see plays like that, and you see a drive where they score, and you go, why did they do that earlier? Well, the situation has changed dramatically. It's just not as important to the defense right now, and that's why they drove down the field and scored.
The Redskins getting set for the extra point. Makes the PAT. The Redskins setting up for the kickoff. Takes off from the 5. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Buccaneers took care of business here today, Phil, and now you've got to think they just want to run the clock, avoid any injuries, and get to that locker room as quickly as possible to celebrate.
Yeah, no question about it. They won the battle here today. They wore out this defense. The offense was absolutely tremendous. And you're right, don't make a mistake now like a penalty, whatever. Let the clock run out so you can celebrate.
No one's going to get him now. The 20. He's now pushed past 120 yards rushing today.
Well, Jim, they got the lead. There's not much time left. Run the football on this clock. Keep it moving, and you can win the game. Take no chances. Don't jump off sides. Don't create a penalty, and put two hands on the ball. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
Takes a knee. Coming to the line at the 15. This win, Phil, how much will it mean?
Well, Jim, it means a lot. It's another victory, one step closer to the playoffs. Big stuff.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.